The Epirus Army Section was a field army of the Hellenic Army active between the 14th of February and the 20th of April 1941 during the Greco-Italian War and the Battle of Greece. Establishment and operations, February to March. The Epirus Army Section was established on the 14th of February 1941, with the 1st Army Corps and 2nd Army Corps fighting on the western and central sections of the Albanian front. Until that point, the two corps had been under the direct control of the General Field Headquarters at Ioannina, led by the Greek Commander-in-Chief Lt. General Alexandros Papagas, but the increasing possibility of a German attack through Bulgaria necessitated the relocation of GHQ back to Athens and the establishment of a new higher command. The first commander of the Epirus Army Section was Lt. General Marcos Drakos. Drakos was retired in early March, along with his two corps commanders, Lt. Generals Panagiotis Domesticus and Demetrios Papadopoulos, and replaced by the former commander of the Western Macedonia Army Section, Lt. General Ioannis Pitsakas, while 1st Corps went to Lt. General Panagiotis Domesticus and 2nd Corps to Major General Georgios Bakos. From 9 to 24 March, 2nd Corps faced successive attacks in the Italian Spring Offensive in the Klishura sector, which were repulsed. At the end of March, the Epirus Army Section comprised 1st Corps, with the 2nd Infantry Division, 3rd Infantry Division and 8th Infantry Division plus a cavalry regiment, and 2nd Corps with the 1st Infantry Division, 4th Infantry Division, 5th Infantry Division, 6th Infantry Division, 11th Infantry Division, 15th Infantry Division and 17th Infantry Division. German invasion and collapse. Following the start of the German invasion of Greece on the 6th of April and the rapid progress of the German troops with the capture of Thessaloniki 3 days later, on the 12th of April, GHQ in Athens gave the order of retreat to the Greek forces on the Albanian front. The decision came too late. The Greek commanders were aware that, given the continued Italian pressure, the lack of Greek motor transport and pack animals, the physical exhaustion of the Greek army and the poor transport network of Epirus, any retreat was likely to end up in disintegration. They had pressed in vain for a retreat already before the start of the German attack, but now they petitioned Pitsakas to surrender. Although Pitsakas forbade such talk, he notified Papagas of these developments and urged a solution that would secure the salvation and honor of our victorious army. Indeed, the orders to retreat, coupled with the disheartening news of the Yugoslav collapse and of the rapid German advance, led to a breakdown of the morale of the Greek troops, many of whom had been fighting without reprieve for 5 months and were now forced to abandon hard-won ground. By the 15th of April, the divisions of 2nd Army Corps, beginning with the Cretan 5th Division, began to disintegrate, with men and even entire units abandoning the positions. On the 16th of April, Pitsakas reported to Papagas that signs of disintegration had also begun to appear among the divisions of 1st Corps and begged him to save the army from the Italians, i.e., to be allowed to capitulate to the Germans before the military situation collapsed completely. On the next day, the Western Macedonia Army Section was renamed to 3rd Army Corps and placed under Pitsakas' command. The 3 corps commanders, along with the Metropolitan Bishop of Ioannina, Spyridon, pressured Pitsakas to unilaterally begin negotiations with the Germans. When he refused, the others decided to bypass him and selected Selakoglu as the senior senior of the three generals, to carry out the task. Silacoglu delayed for a few days, sending his chief of staff to Athens to secure permission from Papagus. The chief of staff reported the chaos in Athens and urged his commander to take the initiative in a message that implied permission by Papagus, although this was not in fact the case. On the 20th of April, Silacoglu contacted Obergruppenführer and Führer Dietrich, the commander of the nearest German unit, the Leibstandarte SS Adolf Hitler Brigade, to offer surrender. The protocol of surrender was signed at 1800 of the same day between Silacoglu and Dietrich. Presented with the fait accompli, Pittacus was informed an hour later and resigned his command.